Hey guys, Mike for Sim Racing 604 and welcome back to Assetto Corsa. You are on board the recently updated Pageau 98, aka the Peugeot 9X8. So this is VRC's, I guess, one of two hypercars. This was the first they released, and their first entry into the Le Mans Hypercar series, and awful start here. And again, this has been updated. This is now in version 1.1, and it was kind of a low-key update. They released this update at the same time they publicly released their P49, which is based on the Ferrari 499P hypercar. So all eyes went to the new content rather than the updated content. So I did want to just test this out. I truly feel that the Pageau 98 is one of the best mods made for Assetto Corsa probably ever. It's still sitting comfortably in my top 3. I drive this probably once a week and enjoy the snot out of it. I think it's fantastic across every facet. And so I wanted to test this update and see how I get on with version 1.1. I'm going to flash the updates across the bottom of your screen there. And so you can see what has changed, and it was not insignificant. It was not something that they really had to do. I thought the outgoing Pageau, the version 1.0, was excellent in and of itself. And so for Virtual Racing Cars to take on improving that and adding new physics and various new facets to the car, I think is quite impressive, but hopefully they did not ruin it. And I'll just go ahead and spoil this. They did not ruin it. It's actually still super fun to drive, and nothing has changed that would bump this car outside of my top 3. So top 2 spots still go to 2 cars from arguably competitor to VRC. I don't know if it's necessarily a competition. They're running kind of parallel streams in the Assetto Corsa modding community. Parallel lanes, rather. Not sure why I said streams. So RSS is doing their thing, VRC is doing their thing, and the top 2 spots on my list of all-time great mods for Assetto Corsa, number 1 being the Alonso V12. Just unbelievable. I've never had a bad time driving that car. And then the more recent addition, the Mercer V8. And then third in my top 3 is this beautiful Pageau. So we're starting to get some heat into the tires, so I'm going to go ahead and switch that to Strat 2. And we can start pushing here and maybe get that time down into the 134s. I think pole here in 2023 in this car, or not pole in this car, but the pole time was somewhere in the 134s if I'm not mistaken. And this particular car, I think, was in the high 134s. So if I can get anywhere in that range, I think I'm doing pretty good. Although, to be fair, I don't know what the weather was like at Monza at that time. Knowing my luck, that was probably in the wet conditions. But whatever it was, we will see what we can do. That last lap, a 138. But I was, of course, hindered by traffic. So we will see how we get on. So how does this feel by comparison to the outgoing 1.0 version? Well, it's meant to be more stiff. It's meant to be more rigid, and I don't necessarily find that. I guess by comparison, the outgoing version was somewhat soft, somewhat bouncy, but it wasn't noticeably so. It wasn't like the Mercer V8 that I mentioned earlier. That is a very soft feeling car, and that is part of the appeal of that car, is that the suspension and tires feel so alive underneath you. I never felt that the outgoing Pageau was that level of soft or that level of bouncy. So this doesn't feel that much more stiff, frankly. It doesn't feel all that different. I think all of the good elements, at least, were retained from the outgoing version 1.0. So no complaints about the work VRC has done here. It feels really great. Is it faster? I don't know. We'll find out. Again, I'm going to try and push into the 134s. I'll have to have some luck in terms of traffic, but we'll see how that goes. Should be manageable. if I get some clear air. In fact, this might be the lap right here. Let's go ahead and dial that up to Strat 4. That's going to push very, very fast down the straight. I'll have to adjust my braking zone in kind. Whoa, a little squirrely there under braking. And yeah, again, part of my setup work here at Monza was to have the electric motor deliver power all the way to 330 kilometers an hour. I do believe I have it set to. So it's going to be in Strat 4 at least, power from the electric motor all the way to V max essentially. And there is a fellow Pageau in front of us. We seem to be making up time. I have the AI set to 91%, plus or minus 5%. So some I will catch, probably some I will not. Big lock there by the Pageau threw me off my line. And I don't know if I just voided my lap or what. I have a feeling I will be on. Look at this. Wow. Having that motor deploy really makes a difference. I sure did catch that Pageau quickly in the back straight there. $135.4. I know I can do better. Keep it going here. Trying to keep it smooth. So yeah, if your attention, if your attention is waning and just waiting for me to get to the point, the car is still fantastic. I don't think the changes don't feel major to me. I think everything that was good about this car prior has been retained, and it feels phenomenal still. It was great before, it's great now. So yeah, that's my summary of version 1.1, is that the car still feels fantastic. Is it improved? Perhaps. The deploy and regen physics have been adjusted. That's going to throw off my lap majorly. Darn you, Lambo. But you're so pretty, I can't stay mad at you. Yeah, so a lot of the regen and deploy physics have been adjusted. So, yeah, I'm perhaps reaping the benefits of that now. Maybe it's a little bit faster around here at Monza. And this is going to be an ugly start to the next lap. There we see Chem Flumies 296 GT3. Great mod. If you don't have it already, go check out Chem Flumie. Does amazing work for Assetto Corsa. Let's see what we can do for speed here. 310. 320 before the brake marker. Whoa! And there we go. Around. Woof. Clutch in so I don't stall. Try and safely rejoin here. So yeah, the car still has an edge, that's for sure. It was just gone all of a sudden from underneath me. And I am chewing through my battery stores like crazy. Little bump there from the Lambo. Alright, how much space do I have in front of me? Not much. I'm going to catch up to that next pack of traffic very soon. I do want to get into the 134s. That's my remaining goal of this video. Hopefully you guys get the point. I think the car is fantastic. Always did. And this 1.1 update does nothing to change that. But I do want to get into the 134s before I wrap the video up. So let's see what we can do here. Then I overshot the corner. I really need to get used to these brakes. And that speed on corner exit. Wow, that is chef's kiss, man. Alright, see if we can get a good launch here. Lost 9 seconds on that spin. Gonna need some luck here from this Lexus. Get a little bit of toe down the front straight. And just barely managed to keep that under control. Hit the curb on the inside there. Come on, Mike, let's push. 4th place should be a Hypercar. That's the next car in front of me. Oh, Mike, go on. These brakes are just crushing me at the moment. So I was actually a bit slower out of that corner. That exit felt good, but sure wasn't good. About to ruin my lap here, thanks to this Lexus. It was close. Didn't give up too much time, actually. That's not too bad. So where am I? Might be in luck here for starting my next lap in a good position relative to the traffic ahead. Needs to be in the 135s, mid 135, not too bad. All right, definitely played it safe there. Up slightly on time. Should be quite light on fuel at this point. All right, fellow Pageau, you need to move. Come on. Good. There is an overtake button. I can't remember if I mapped it or not, but I pressed it just the same on that back straight. So this is going to be close. This might put me down into the 134s. Yeah, 134.7, but there's more. I could do better. BMW about to hold me up here. Yeah, lost a half second, so I think that 134.7 is the best I'm going to do here. And again, I think that's right about where the Peugeot was in Monza qualifying last year. .7 seconds down. You guys can see that. I cannot. It's obstructed by my wheel. Why don't you turn on lap delta, Mike? Great point, fictitious viewer. But too late now. I'm committed to the bit. All right, this will be the last lap coming up no matter what. Oh, I'm out of it. I'm out of juice. Okay, no wonder I'm going slower. How long has that been out, I wonder? So it's just basically what I'm recovering corner to corner. So that's unfortunate. All right, but just the same, I'm going to enjoy one more lap in this Pageau because it is fantastic. I said enjoy one more lap, not regret starting one more lap. All right, so that is obviously the part of the setup I need to tweak the most. Is the braking. The brakes are killing me, but that strictly belongs in the realm of the driver. That is not the car acting funky, because in 90%, 95%, maybe a higher percentage of the corners I have taken on in this video, I've been just fine. It's just my inability to be consistent is the only thing holding me back. Oh, look at this time. How am I up? Is it because I did that funky slide to start the lap? Alright, so this might be into the 133s if I can hold it together. And it depends on this group of GT3s. What is this lap going to be? That first corner shouldn't count, of course, because I'm pretty sure oh, why is my delta showing -1? I got all excited for nothing, folks. Anyway, does that delta have issues, or do I have issues interpreting what the delta means? It did say -1 second, didn't it? What was I looking at? I don't know. Anyway, phenomenal car, top to bottom. Brakes are a little sensitive, but otherwise, absolutely amazing. And even the brakes, I mean, to be fair, it's not that they're undrivable. I'm just not great at driving with them currently. And boy, if I had my battery stores, this would be a fast lap. I'm only down 0.2 if that delta is to be believed. I'm not sure I trust it anymore. I got trust issues with the Pageau's delta now. Alright, it's good to be on for a PB. Again, delta, be good to me. And then a horrendous final corner. Oh well. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Incredible job to Virtual Racing Cars. Truly one of the best cars on offer for Assetto Corsa. Let me know your thoughts on version 1.1 of the Pageau 98. And we'll see you next time.